Can writers or producers be liable for legal claims such as defamation or invasion of privacy, even if the characters portrayed in their work are supposed to be fictional? Hi, James Pacitti, entertainment attorney in Los Angeles. The short answer to my rhetorical question is yes. Writers, producers, and filmmakers can face legal consequences for portraying real individuals in their fictional work. Even when characters are renamed or the story is labeled as fiction, a real person can have a claim if it can be identified in the work and that portrayal is harmful, misleading, and it constitutes defamation or invasion of privacy, or maybe even a misappropriation of a likeness. Creating purely fictional characters, well, that's great, but make sure they can't be confused with real people. That means choosing uncommon names, avoiding real geographic ties, and including disclaimers. If a viewer or reader reasonably believes that a character is based on them and it paints them in a false or negative light, there could be liability. Now, drawing from real life, writers naturally draw from their real experiences and people they know, but the legal lines blur when fictional characters closely mirror a real person's identity or life story, particularly in a defamatory or private context. Even public figures, subject to more scrutiny, can sue if there is actual malice, which is a reckless disregard of the truth. So, what about public figures, as I just mentioned? Public figures, celebrities, politicians, etc., they have less privacy protection, but not zero. False or offensive portrayals that cross the line into defamation or false light can still lead to lawsuits, especially if presented as fact rather than satire or opinion. So, how do you protect yourself as a creator? Well, ideally, get releases, written consent for your work based on real individuals, their families. When people talk about life story rights, they're really talking about life story releases from the liability associated with portraying real people and or their life stories. And if you can't do that, disguise a real identity, change names, backstories, locations, and add disclaimers. Be careful with biographies. Dramatization is common with biographies, but crossing into fiction while marketing something as true can be very risky. As always, consult legal counsel. Do it early and do it often as necessary. Creativity and the First Amendment offer broad protection, but it's not a free pass. Respect privacy, avoid defamation, and be smart. Stray about how far your fiction strays away from facts when using real people or events as inspiration. If you're developing a script or a project based on actual events or people, it's better to address potential issues, reach out and address those issues before you face a potential lawsuit. If you have any questions about this, or if you have a project you'd like to discuss, don't hesitate to contact us.